Habit Craft for Your Future, Transforming Thoughts and Action. This is the title of this podcast program, and thank you very much for listening to my program. And I'm Kazuyoshi Hisano. I've been talking about goal vision and feed forward, but when you set your goal, it is obviously the actions are required, and in order to continue the actions, habit formation is going to be the essential factor for you to keep doing something. And I have opened a website recently, which is unfortunately at this point only in Japanese, but this is a window that anybody can ask me some question. And I've recently received the question through that website, and my intention is to try to answer those questions within utilizing this podcast program. Of course, I'm not quite sure whether I'll be able to have enough time to answer all the questions, but I try to answer as much as possible, and there's a way that I can kind of combine the essence, and then it looks like that I'm answering one thing, but actually that is containing other several things, which probably will be a help for you. So I'd appreciate that you would try to think of whatever you want to ask, and you can write that in the kind of using the form. And of course, my plan is it's currently only a Japanese website. Therefore, if I make some adjustments, probably we'll be able to receive English questions as well. So if that happens, I think that is fantastic. Well, now today's question is like this. It's about habit formation, and one person asked me, it's she, but she says that she sets a goal, and she was trying to form a habit. I think she understands what I'm trying to say, and in order to kind of internalize the habit, and so which means that you keep continuing the same thing, therefore your sort of view will be narrowed because you are so kind of dedicated in forming the habits, and that makes creating another scotoma, which means a blind spot, or kind of prevent you from listening to other people. So what should I do is the question. I will summarize this again, but the basic idea is that the goal setting will lead you to forming a good habit, but the process of forming a habit is not so maybe easy, and that will rather make you kind of too much focused on the detail. So what should I do? It's like what she tried to say. And my simple question is, it's always about the goal setting. And as long as you set the goal properly, that at the same time enables you to have a wider view. So this is contradictory and interesting, because you set the goal and then you try to form a habit, and then your view will be narrowed. So going back, reconsider the goal. I don't mean to change the goal. I mean to rethink about your goal again. And the bigger and the higher the goal is, then you will obviously be much more kind of wide thinking. So my simplest suggestion is, okay, let's go back to your goal. And of course, combined with this, I think there is one question that everybody might have, and that is, forming the habit is something that definitely means narrowing down and also looking at specificity and becoming much more concrete. How do you escape that? So in my view, in my experience, yeah, it is. Like I have formed various habits, and whenever I try to work on to form a new habit, like I every morning drink certain supplement, or I have a set of things that I drink in the first thing in the morning, and actually the number of the items has increased, so it take a reasonably long time. Doesn't mean 30 minutes, but 5-10 minutes it consumes the early morning of my life. And but when I do that, of course now it's already part of my habit, but what I do is to look at this kind of a tablet, or look at this liquid, and I gotta drink this or eat this. But at the same time, I'm always asking a question to myself about why am I doing this? So, of course, the answer comes back instantly that this is good for my health. And also, this is good for my for habit formation. So those kind of answers I have, and every day I do that. Sometimes I feel reluctant to do that because I don't have much time, or there's some nice a piece of bread that my wife may have purchased for me and my son. So I wanna bite that. I actually wanna eat that first, but I have to stop, and first I gotta do the routine of drinking and eating these things first, and then after I have freedom to eat or drink what I want to do. So this is my rule. I have decided to do that. So, but whenever I do that, I do question. So I maybe I said that we do this automatically without thinking much, but of course everything is operated under important bigger goal that makes me much more motivated, and also I will not lose the direction. So my suggestion is that I understand that you may tend to be too concrete when you try to build your habits, but the simple answer is that I would recommend that every time you could think about why on earth you are doing this in the first place. So that's going to be the simple answer for me. And other thing, maybe a smaller thing, but enjoy the process. And this is related to what I said, but when you enjoy the process of building and forming habits, it's very, very a nice experience, because we all know that now if you establish the skill set to build your own habit, you're going to be much more happy and successful. So you are building a block that will lead you to your desired life. So even if you feel that you're too focused or too narrow, your view is becoming too narrow, if you think that is a bigger process for really flourishing, make your life a flourishing one, then it's going to be look differently. That's what I think. Right, that's for today, and thank you very much for listening, and also the question, sending the question. And I'll come back soon and look forward to speaking to you again. Bye-bye.